Okay, we are going to learn about how to complete the graphic organizer for problem and solution. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to my assignments. And then I have over here, I just have mine kind of smaller. I have show by type, so then it groups them all together. And I'm going to go to writing and I'm going to go to problem solution graphic organizer. So here's the great part. The great part is that I have this new tool where you can click up here and choose this to type. You can write with this, like I can write, I think, maybe I don't know why that one's not working. Well, doesn't matter. We're going to use the type anyway. And so I can type wherever I put my cursor. So we're looking at problem and solution. And to do that today, we're going to look at the text in PebbleGo that is about drones. Problem and solution. So I looked in my passage to see about where it talks about a problem and a solution. And I'm choosing things. I'm not talking about the same thing for all of my different text structures, right? I want to have something fairly different for each one of them. You don't want to say the same thing over and over again. So for my problem and solution, I'm looking here in the area that talks about commercial drones. Commercial drones means not that they're on TV and they're a commercial. Commercial drones means that companies use drones to do work for them. Okay. And so there's a couple options I have here. There's lots of problems and lots of solutions. So here's one problem I could use would be companies are always looking for ways to ship their products quicker and for less money. And so that could be my problem. And then the solution would be Amazon started testing for delivery service. And then the UPS tested a system to launch a drone for a delivery truck. And then a driver can then deliver another package at the same time. That could be one. Commercial drones, I could also talk about how that they are used for not just delivering supplies or things like that, but I could use them for like farmers. They use them as far as to help them make better choices. So there's that. I could use that. I could use it for meteorologist, which is basically scientists that focus on the weather, and they use it to forecast the weather. And I think this is the area I'm going to use it. I'm going to talk about in my own paper. And so because I'm going to use that in my own paper, I'm going to use that for my graphic organizer. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to use. So you would already have this information in your packet, science packet, but I'm using right here, I'm using it side by side with my organizer here. So I already have my text tool on, and I'm going to click right here to start typing. So the problem, right? The problem is meteorologists it says historically meteorologists have only been able to give people about 15 minutes warning time, right? Have only given people 15 minutes to take shelter for severe weather. That's all they had, right? That was the problem. And only 15 minutes. So think about 15 minutes goes pretty fast. And so what they want is they want to give people more time. So the problem is they only give people 15 minutes to get to shelter for severe weather. And they want more time to do that, right? So step one, they can let's capitalize it. Drones can be to forecast the weather or predict the weather. And I might put in parentheses, forecast or predict the weather. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. Now, this doesn't do a great job. I can't make this smaller. I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm just going to come right down here and I'm going to type in this next box. So that's step one, that drones can be used to forecast the weather. And then right here, I'm going to type, let's see, I'm looking over here. They can be used for weather forecasting to better predict the weather. I said that. For cases of extreme weather, every second counts. People need to know as soon as possible they can get to safety. Historically, which means in the past, they've only been able to give people about 15 minutes of warning time. But drones can change that. So drones can be used to forecast the weather, or they can fly, step two, they can fly right into thunderstorms that produce tornadoes. They can fly into storms, because remember, I'm not writing all the same words that I see in my text here. So they can fly into storms to look for signs of severe weather. Right here it says they can fly right into thunderstorms that produce tornadoes, possibly increasing the warning times up to an hour. So they can fly into storms to look for signs of severe weather. And then right here, I'm going to put, I'm going to put drones. Drones can increase the warning times to close to up to an hour. That's a big deal. Think about the difference between an hour and 15 minutes. 15 minutes is 1/2 of an episode of SpongeBob. 1 hour is 2 episodes of SpongeBob. So think about that. So think about how much more time that they would have for increasing the warning time. So then people could really get to safety, right? So then the solution, I'm going to put right here. Now, it might not say, I had to put some of that, I had to figure some of that wording out myself. It tells you all of those same things. I'm going to look down here. Drone technology shows no signs of slowing down. People can't wait to see what these small but mighty machines will do next. So the solution here was meteorologists have only given people 15 minutes to take shelter for severe weather. Well, right here, the solution, drones have allowed scientists to keep people safer by giving them more time to prepare and find a safe place during severe weather in the past. Oh, I could also say, because it says right here, drone technology shows no signs of slowing down. People can't wait to see what they do next. So the solution, drones have allowed scientists to keep people safer by giving them more time to prepare and find a safe place during severe weather. And I could also say technology is constantly changing. That's exciting. There could be even better solutions in the future, right? There we go. I've got it all written down here, and then I'm going to click Submit Assignment, wait for the party. Whoop, whoop. And there you go. So that is how you fill out your problem and solution graphic organizer. I want you to go ahead and start working on that. Off you go.